Why most people fail in life? The answer is complicated. It can be due to one's karma. It can be due to one's planetary position. It can be due to bad parenting. It can be due to the environment in which one grows. And all of these are true. You have to analyze what is the cause. And they are not mutually exclusive either. So one has to have a comprehensive plan to succeed. If it is a bad environment, you change the environment. If it is bad karma, you have to work with bad karma and then change it. By karma, I mean your thought patterns coming again and again, and that's what I mean by karma. Okay, it is in line with the understanding of karma as a thought process by the Buddha and also the Indian tradition as well, because it's so environment, karma, bad parenting, yes, and we cannot change the parents, but at least we can see that we can change the parents in a different way, because the parents are also within you. Okay, there's a program called Soul Genetics, where you not only take the influence of your father and mother out, but there's whole set of ancestors who are losers. So that needs to be done. So again, parenting, environment, bad karma, and some people use the word luck, bad luck. Yes, it is bad luck. But I would go further and define luck as a metaphysical category, but that more falls in line with the astrology. So bad planets, that's the cause. So all these need to be looked at, and then pragmatic issues, and a couple of pragmatic things that I want to talk about in this video clip. One is, are you doing the right thing? Whether you are influenced to do the wrong thing by planets or parents or environment, the fact of the matter is you are doing the wrong thing. And that can be changed by looking at the prospects of what you are doing in terms of making a decent living. If you just choose a wrong path and somebody said, who is not making good money, I'm going to go get a PhD in philosophy. I think you don't have already any money, and then you are going to borrow a lot of money to get into the school. And have you ever looked at the job opportunities for philosophy? You shouldn't be wasting another 4 years of your lifetime. Unless you are, going to do it for hobby, that's fine, and then you can do it another job. So that's a different issue. So this is what I call by pragmatic approach. The second pragmatic issue that is very important is most people are committed to non-commitment. Okay, and that's the reason why they don't succeed. Committed to non-commitment. So they just want to live life, without any responsibility, without any commitment. All the commitment they have is to only non-commitment. Call yourself spiritual, or I'm living in the moment, and whatever it is. Living in the moment is a very powerful condition, but most people who are not committed do not live into that. Live the concept of living in the moment. You have to commit to the moment. If you say that you are living in the moment, you have to commit to every moment. Are you able to commit to every moment? No. So you cannot say that I am committed to every moment. No, that's not the truth. So people are not succeeding because they are not committed. They are committed to non-commitment. And I've seen 99% of the people, or even more percentage of the people, they want to live life as they like, and they don't want to control life. The life rather controls them, which is really unfortunate. So in this morning that I was just thinking about how can I be useful to the society. So I thought that we have to have a program which addresses all of these issues, beginning with say karma, parenting, environment, planets, your thought patterns, and then your behavior, which is commitment to non-commitment. I think I didn't count it, maybe 5-6 categories. I may even come up with more. And how you can address all of these issues. And then only we can assure success. It's a multiple approach to a single problem, and the problem is failure. How failure can be addressed. And the important thing is different people react to different items that I have discussed, because some people may not like, no, I don't believe in astrology. Okay, then you should not just discard anything unless you have looked into it thoroughly. I have seen most of the gurus running around do not know what astrology is, and then they badmouth it. Although the Supreme Court of India has upheld it, and then the University Grants Commission of India has upheld the study of astrology as an academic discipline in schools and colleges. And the guy comes and I don't believe in karma, I don't believe in astrology. Just you have to, and people who listen to that, they are carried away by this. And before you talk about it, you just know at least minimally what is in this context. And I know only Vedic astrology. I studied for at least 2 decades or more, but I don't still claim myself as an astrologer. Okay. The same thing with karma too. Karma is a very, very profound concept. There are, maybe 20-30 valid theories of karma, and none of them questions, including the Buddhist philosophies, karma. But some ignorant guru who has ignored this study of their guru, he says, no, there is nothing called karma, because people want to believe in what a guru says, but the guru has to be careful about what he is saying. I don't know, I cannot say anything about it. Okay, and I talk a lot about neuroscience, but when it comes to the point of discussing with people, where I go and I work with the Harvard scientists, on molecular biology and neuroscience, but I don't claim myself to be a scientist. I said this is where I come from. I know mysticism, I know Indian thought, and then I can contribute it, but I have picked up some science in order to explain things better. The most important thing is get committed. Get committed. Committed to something that, I'm not saying you commit to this or to that, commit to this. and then everything will happen. Okay, if you don't commit to it, nothing is going to happen. God bless.